Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I got some eyeshadow on today. I used my Deck of Scarlett palette. So we are going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm also going to be talking about like how to get a boyfriend and like what I prayed for, pretty much. That's like a big thing now. People are always saying like, what did you pray for, sis, to get the man that you want? With Sierra and Russell Wilson, everyone's asking her what she prayed for. And with Nicole Parker and Boris Kojo, everyone's asking them what they prayed for. People have been asking me what I prayed for. I'm just gonna give you guys advice because I get questions all of the time. I'm finally showing you guys like my updated foundation routine, and I'm using the Deck of Scarlett palette today for the eyes because sis is out here. This is the Deck of Scarlett and Raven Elise palette, so shout outs to Raven Elise. And as you can see on my eyes, this is so pigmented. Look at Zaya. Oh, so pretty, just like little Zaya. So pretty. Look how vibrant and pigmented it is. For me, someone that travels all the time, I like using stuff like this because it just comes with the eyeshadows right here, the lip stuff right here, and I don't have to carry a lot of stuff with me because I'm constantly on the move. And then also for me, someone that isn't like that amazing at makeup, but I'm getting there. I don't want to spend that much money. This is an amazing subscription where you only pay $29.95 for every 2 months, so it's way less than what you would pay for like a palette at Sephora or any other place. I have like a 30% off code that I'm gonna put down below, and if you go on their website and you don't really want this like color palette right now, you can always get one of the past ones. Don't worry, they got you covered. They got you, sis. And so I'm gonna do this complete makeup look, and I'm just gonna talk about like what I prayed for. I'm doing a very light beat today. So I put this around my eyes just to get rid of all the dark circles. I realized I don't even have my eyebrows on. This is so weird doing my makeup on camera. Well, right now I'm gonna use my Tarte concealer to set the base for my eyeshadow. Alright, so I guess I should start talking, right? So I've been seeing around a lot like this thing where people be like, oh sis, what did you pray for? Like with Sierra and Russell Wilson, like, ooh, let us know what Sierra prayed for to get her man. And I've been getting that a lot too lately, and I'm just like, what did I pray for? Like, what did I pray for to be so blessed to have a guy like my Maurice? And I really sat down one day and I really thought about it, and I was just like, I feel like this answer could be twofold, right? Where it's like, what do you pray for in a man, and then what do you pray for in yourself? Yeah, so it's like, it's a lot more like complicated than, not complicated, but it's a lot more to it than, oh, what did you pray for to get that man? It's like, first you have to look inside yourself and know yourself before you can figure out what you want in a man. Like, you can't love somebody until you love yourself. So I feel like it's a lot about praying and figuring out what you need, how you value yourself, before you can figure out what type of man you want. So I'm using BAE as my base for this look. First of all, guys, I love Deck of Scarlett. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm not really a makeup person. Like, I'm a makeup person, but I'm not really an eyeshadow person. But they make it so easy for me to get what I want and not spend too much money. Like, let me do my eyebrows because I'm looking real crazy right now, real crazy. I feel like my relationship with Maurice is something that, I don't know, it just happens. Like, when we first got together, I wasn't looking for anybody, and I feel like that's something that a lot of girls or a lot of women should figure out. Like, sometimes the right man will come when you least expect it. When you're not looking for it, he will come. And I feel like that's what happened with Maurice. We got together like after I was already in college. So we got together summer going into my sophomore year of college. And by that time, I was living my best life. I was in college. I was flirting all the time. By that time, like, I was like the player, kind of, where it's like I would talk to, even though they didn't know I was playing them, but I just never caught feelings for anybody like that. I would talk to a guy for like 2 weeks, then on to the next. I'm like, I'm not giving nobody the satisfaction of trying to play me. So I would never allow myself to get that far deep into any type of relationship, situationship, talkingness. I would never get myself that deep. I feel like in college, even in high school, it's so easy to get played. Like, guys will literally, and girls too, will talk to multiple people at one time. And I just was not down for that. I'm like, I'm not the one. Let me fix my wig. My wig keeps sliding back. Like, I just washed my hair and it's just my real hair and it's sliding back. Anyway, so by the time Maurice came around, I was actually really about to do to Maurice what I do to every guy. I was going to talk to Maurice just for the summertime, have some fun, you know, flirt a little bit, and then just be on my merry way and go back to school. Because it's like, why would I need to be in a relationship? I feel like it's dark. Oh well, we gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. I've known Maurice since I was like 15 years old. He hasn't known me since he was 15, but I've known him. Because if you guys watched any of our other videos, I used to stalk him. We didn't go to the same high school. He went to high school with my cousin, and he's my cousin's friend. So I used to stalk Maurice. Like, anytime I go over my cousin's house and Maurice would be there, I would just, you know, watch him play basketball, watch him walk across the street. Normal girl things. And I used to always just call him my boyfriend to my cousin, and Maurice had no clue who I was. He had no clue I had such a crush on him. Like, Maurice at the time was just someone that, like, I just, you know you can't get them, so you just like, oh, he's my boyfriend, but you know it will never be a thing, or will never be real life. I would tell everyone he was my boyfriend, even though he had no clue he was in a serious relationship. That was when I was like 15. But by the time I hit college, I'm just like kind of over it. Like, I started growing up and I stopped calling him my boyfriend. I met new guys in college, so I was talking to them, you know, doing my little thug dizzle, doing what I do. And then one day, like right before, like in the winter of, I think it was like November. It was the winter of 2009. I get a random message on Facebook and it's from Maurice. And I'm just like, hey. And he's like, hey, I heard you used to have a crush on me. And I'm like, oh, that's how we come in? That's how we start the conversations? Like, what we chatting about? What we chatting? I was like, yeah, I used to. I still think you're really cute, but like, I'm in college now. Like, this conversation literally just blindsided me. So he was like, word, I feel you. Like, I understand that you're in college, like, at ESTÉE, because I went to Temple in Philly, and he was going to, at that time he was going to Kane, but then he later ended up transferring to Rutgers. So regardless, we were having a long distance relationship, or long distance talking at that time. So so we were like, you know, just having regular conversation. Maurice does not have game, like, at all. Like, Maurice does not know how to flirt. Like, I was the one that had to spit game, like, after he messaged me. So yeah, we talked on Facebook for a while. And at the time, like, I did not know he literally was the one that I needed. Like, I still was like, oh, all right, this nigga's hitting me up. Like, oh, I still have this in my hair. Don't care. Like how I used to care. Like, I don't care if this cute ass boys hit me up because I'm talking to all these other cute boys at school. So I would like entertain him for a little bit, and then come summertime of 2010, and since he's my cousin's friend, he started hanging out with us a lot more. I literally saw Maurice like every single day of the summer of 2010. Like, there was no like trying to play him. There was no like avoiding this man. Like, I saw him every single day. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. This is Zaya. Aw, so pretty. Such a pretty name for a pretty eyeshadow. Long story short, we decided to stop like doing what we were doing, like talking to other people as well, and started just taking each other more serious. And then the end of the summer hits, and we were like faced with a decision, like, do we proceed with this relationship, or do we just end it here? Because summer is ending and I'm going back to Philly and he's staying in Jersey. So we were like, I remember, and I don't even have good memory. I remember this conversation. We were in my backyard, and I was like, so what do we do? He was like, what do you want to do? I want to do whatever you want to do. And I was like, I think we should keep this thing going. Like, I guess we should keep talking while I'm at school. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm not ready to like let you go right now, so I kind of want to keep talking too. So I was like, all right, bet. So we did that thing. What did I pray for? I feel like this whole time I've needed someone that showed me love, that's actually caring, that is selfless. I'm selfless as well, but he's like really selfless, especially when it comes to me. Just someone that is a genuinely caring, kind person deep down inside, someone that's not full of themselves, because I would always talk to guys that like were really full of themselves, and that wasn't fun. Because if I'm full of myself and you're full of yourself, how can we both be full of ourselves? Don't make no sense. So like at the end of the day, I started, like when I started to really sit down and think about what I prayed for Maurice, it was like, what did I pray for in myself first? And I finally found like my value. I finally found that like there's guys out here that will respect you for you, and until you find that guy that will respect you for who you are, like the queen that you are, do not settle. So I had to like really dig deep and dig like inside of myself to know that like I'm that bitch and you are that bitch, and do not let any guy tell you any different. I'm so serious. So yeah, finding Maurice was a really like great thing to me. And like I told you guys earlier, I wasn't looking for anything when me and Maurice got together. Like I was living my best life. I wasn't like moping around saying like I need a man. I was just literally living, and God literally dropped him off to me when I guess needed him the most, even though I wasn't thinking that I needed him. And he dropped him off. We were like, we met and like we became a couple when both of us probably need each other the most. Like I was able to help him, like, you know, discover himself with school and like his career, and he was able to help me like discover myself and realize that I didn't have to be so like cold when it came to relationships, because I didn't want to get hurt. Like I was the type of person that I'd rather hurt you before you hurt me, pretty much. Like, let me back up. If I see any inclination or get any inclination that you're talking to somebody else, it's over. It's a wrap. Like, I'm not talking to you anymore. And that's what I did with all of the guys in school. It was a wrap. It was saran wrap. Okay, it was a grilled chicken Caesar wrap on site. As soon as I saw you talking to another girl, wrap it up, wrap it up. Next, please. So it is, for both of us, it was actually great that we officially like started talking when we did. And shout outs to Maurice, because before he hit me up on Facebook, he kind of did know about me by that time. Like, it was 15 when I knew, I was 15 when I really knew about him, and he was 19 when 18 and 19 when he first started figuring out who I was. But shout outs to him for hitting me up, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here now. Like, about to get married and shit. Like, shout outs to Maurice. But I just say this to say, like, trust God, trust the process, don't rush things. If something doesn't feel right, don't proceed with that relationship. If you don't feel right, and if he's not making you a priority, don't proceed. Like, Maurice always makes me a priority. Like, I'm not saying this just for YouTube. Like, Maurice is the best man that I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I can't wait until he gets the world. Like, he is such an amazing, like, human being, and I'm just so grateful that I have him in my life. And I know he's grateful that I'm in his life too. Relationships and stuff shouldn't be a struggle. Like, people are out here thinking things should be a struggle, but they shouldn't be. Like, my relationship with Maurice is probably the easiest thing I've done in life. If you are giving like 70% and the guy that you are in love with is giving 30%, let it go, sis. You deserve more than that. I'm telling you, you deserve. Do not settle for anything less, okay? And it's just amazing to be surrounded by awesomeness every day. And when you pray for this, the man, your knight in shining armor may not come the next day. Like, I feel like I was praying for him since I was in high school. Like, I've always wanted like a guy like Maurice. Like, I used to watch music videos and pray that I could be like, the lead girl in the music video and just somehow find a man like a guy that would just treat me like I'm his queen. And honestly, like, sometimes Maurice does like extremely nice things, or he does the most, and I'm just like, you don't have to do all this all the time, like, calm down. But it's actually beautiful. Like, if he stopped doing that, I'd be like, why aren't you doing that? I actually really love it. You also, ladies, you can't just expect someone to come and pop up and be like the guy that you need if you're not the woman that he needs or the woman that you need for yourself. Like, before Maurice, I told you guys, I was already a strong and independent woman. Like I didn't need Maurice to do things for me, but he'd be like, let me just do it for you. And I'm just like, no, I don't need you to do it for me. I got it myself. Because that's the type of girl I was. But, sometimes if your man wants to open the door, let him open the door. I'm saying, like, the right man will come and will love you for you. Do not change who you are for nobody. Do not, especially not no guy. If a guy wants you to change to be with him, that's not the right guy for you, sis. Like I said in the very beginning, you can't love somebody until you love yourself. So love yourself. Love yourself before anything else. And the right guy will come. I'm telling you. The right guy will come. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup. Yes, eyeshadow. Yes, face. Yes, beat. Ugh, sis is out here.